Howdy, good morning. I started working through Storyboard. This is my 8-week challenge journal that I wrote back in 2018. Short, sweet, to the point. I'd never done it before. I mentioned that in a live last week. Again, this came out a couple years ago and I've never gone through it. So I decided to do it. Now, in the introduction, I recommend to people to pick one day a week, spend 20 to 30 minutes going through the journal, and then be consistent with that, whether you pick Sunday or Tuesday or whatever. I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm just going through it every single day. So the last 3 days, I've done the 3 lessons. And lesson number 1 and lesson number 3 made me come to a realization. And then I got that realization validated over the weekend. And this is what I wanted to share. Okay, week number 1 is what lights me up. Right? So I made a list of all the things that light me up. Some things on here: being on stage lights me up. Seeing my kids after a long trip, that fires me up. A cold Topo Chico fires me up. A sunrise lights me up, literally and figuratively. So, okay, there it is. And then week number 3 is the happy list. You're supposed to write on the sun rays what makes you happy. Movie popcorn makes me happy. A good pen makes me happy. Disconnecting from my phone, even though I don't do it, that makes me happy. What I realized were these 2 lists kind of go hand in hand. There are a lot of things on the what lights me up list that are on my happy list. It's fine, whatever. But every day after I do the little lesson, I journal. And after I made my happy list, I started to ask the question, what's the difference between being happy and being joyful? What's the difference between happiness and joy? And I came to a realization that joy comes from a place of being grateful for the things that make you happy. Somebody a lot smarter than me probably said that already. I haven't Googled it or anything, but I firmly believe that. Joy comes from being grateful for the things that make us happy. So I did that lesson on Sunday morning. And on Sunday, later Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon, we were hit with Snowmageddon. That's probably the best way to put it. Snowmageddon 2021 here in Rainbow, Texas. Had a good 2.5, maybe 3 inches of snow blanketed the countryside. It was pretty nice. And the kids were super excited about it. After we went out and played in it once, and we did it like 4 or 5 times. After we went out the first time, we were inside, drying off, getting warm, and I was sitting in the living room in one chair. My daughter was in the chair next to me looking out the window. And she said, not to me, just out loud, she said, "Thank you for making it snow, God." I didn't get upset, but I almost got upset, emotional, I should say. She literally said a little prayer, thanking God for the snow. She was extremely grateful. She was full of joy. And it just validated my definition of joy that I wrote in this 8-week challenge journal 2 hours before. Joy is being grateful for the things that make you happy. Make the important things important today. Remember that love wins. Have a kick butt awesome Monday.